Hello and welcome to Instablogs Global Report. This is Sukhmani with fresh updates and more citizen voices from all over the world. Stories for the day are: India sees a new global crisis manager in US President-elect Barack Obama. Brazilian economy booming in spite of global credit crunch. New Philippine law to boost e-commerce in the country. And Lilongwe's Wildlife National Park attracts financial support from volunteers. The Democratic victory in the United States could have disturbing consequences for outsourcing industry in India. The party's protectionist agenda, coupled with the talk of labour standards, has raised fresh concerns within the country. CJ Gaurav is convinced that BPO sector in India is headed for troubled times ahead.
This is Gaurav, citizen journalist reporting on Instablogs. Barack Obama's victory epitomizes the journey of an African American to the White House. His victory has become a source of inspiration for the whole new generation. The result of US presidential elections have raised both fresh hopes and reservations for the people across the globe. The Democratic may not sound like music to the ears of Indian BPO industry. Even though Manmohan Singh may have endorsed Obama's triumph, nothing can disguise the fact that this victory will certainly have disturbing prospects for the Indian outsourcing industry. Protectionism has been riding high on the Democratic political agenda. Obama's comments too have cleared the air in this context. The fact that he has pledged to include labor standards in free trade agreement can be seen as a means of shielding American companies from competition overseas. Tumbling shares of Tata Consultancy services and Wipro combined with the cutbacks in the outsourcing industry, the going would be tough for this sector.
While the developed world has been left reeling under the devastating impact of global credit crunch, developing countries such as Brazil is experiencing a boom unlike anything in its recent history. CJ Celso discusses the boom in Brazilian real estate.
This is Celso, reporting from Brazil for Instablogs. After a pause caused by the sudden crisis in the United States, the Brazilian real estate market should receive a new impetus because there are thousands of opportunities for investment in commercial, industrial and residential real estate. Only in São Paulo, there are 755 buildings being constructed. Besides the fact that in recent years the return on these investments in Brazil overtook average of 26% annually, the fundamentals of the economy are very strong with inflation under control, lower interest rates and a surplus in government accounts. Of course, there may be a crisis in the sector in Brazil, but it would be for the lack of investment, not because of credit problems, because the federal government has established lines of credit of billions to the builders and other business in real estate. The question is whether or not this pace will continue in the coming years.
Philippine President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo has signed a new law that will establish a central authority responsible for compiling data from financial institutions to facilitate easier verification of a borrower's creditworthiness. CJ Mulafel Hope Orr believes that the measure will help e-commerce flourish in Philippines.
This is Mulafel Hope, citizen journalist from the Philippines. In a way to boost the e-commerce industry in the Philippines, President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo signed a law that will establish a new authoritative agency that will gather all financial information of a person or a corporation in different institutions to help determine their creditworthiness. The Republic Act 9510 will create CCIC, or Central Credit Information Corporation. This could have been done a long time ago, when there were thousands of Filipinos that had been duped by scammers and fake corporations and entities who would run with your money before they can even be caught. Nevertheless, the new law will somehow encourage businesses to venture into e-commerce and other forms of new enterprises, knowing that they will already have a secure method of double-checking the authenticity of every transaction. There will also be more lending firms and banks that will be providing business capital, especially to small-based entrepreneurs.
Well-known figures and companies have come forward to lend financial support to Lilongwe Wildlife Center devoted to the care of injured, orphaned and rescued wild animals. CJ Tandi Soko welcomes this development.
This is Tandi Soko, citizen journalist reporting for Instablogs. Malawi's main wildlife center, the Lilongwe Wildlife, situated in the heart of the capital city, Lilongwe, has attracted a lot of financial support from world witches. The wildlife center cares for injured, orphaned, and rescued wild animals and is set up in the Lilongwe Nature Sanctuary. Not only is the Lilongwe Wildlife Center a rehabilitation facility, but it also serves as an education center aiming to teach the city's children about Malawi's wildlife. The center now has new management with Chairman Mark Fong of London Lake Safaris at the helm and His Royal Highness the Duke of Gloucester as patron. Among well-known figures and companies that will be lending their support financially in publicizing the center are Virginia McKenna and the Born Free Foundation, Kellogg, WH Smith, Thompson Fly, and the Body Shop. In addition to animal rescue and rehabilitation, the center has also opened a luxury tourist lodge within its premises. Part of the proceeds from this lodge will be donated to the center's work. Malawi and nature lovers worldwide welcome this development.
If you want your voice to be heard by millions, let Instablogs be your choice. You can contact us at cj@instablogs.com. That's all for today's show. We'll be back with fresh updates and more citizen voices. Till then, it's goodbye from the entire team of Global Report.